Hey, my name's Cierra and I live in Greensboro, North Carolina. I am a wife of somebody who's currently incarcerated and who has experienced time in solitary confinement or administrative seg. I actually visited my husband during a time where he was in administrative seg. And at that time, during the visit, you could tell that he had been experiencing some type of psychosis. He was kind of delirious and just talking on the side of his head. He complained about the handcuffs being really, really tight because when they bring him in, for one, your visits are behind the glass. Well, if you're on administrative seg, if you're on disciplinary seg, you get no visits at all. But on administrative seg, they brought him in shackles, and he said the shackles were so tight they were cutting into his ankles. He had been up for days because it's hard to get any sleep in any type of solitary confinement cell. They have steel beds, even if they have beds at all. And then just being in a white room for 23 hours out of the day, not able to really talk to anybody, and you having to yell through thick inch, like 3 to 5 inch thick metal to the next person beside you just to get some type of conversation. And he was very irritable and moody, and he didn't really eat because you can really only eat the food that they give you. You really can't get anything from canteens, especially if you're on disciplinary action. Remind you, there are no phone calls at all. I know years ago you used to get one phone call every 30 days, but now there's no phone calls. So the only way to talk to your loved one at that time was snail mail, but now we have text behind, but you still have to wait for snail mail from them. So that was kind of hard, not being able to keep him up to date with what was going on. And he also said that he didn't go outside because when they take you outside, when you're in solitary confinement, you're literally in a dog cage. And so he didn't want to go outside and be in a dog cage, which blows my mind that we don't want animals in dog cages, but we put our humans in dog cages. And so the reason why solitary confinement needs to be abolished is for the simple fact that it's torture. If you've never experienced any type of mental health issues before solitary confinement, you will definitely experience them in there. Just being in an all white room by yourself for 23 hours out the day, it could really drive you crazy. And so that is another reason why we need to abolish it. We need to start treating them with like they're humans and just give them life skills, coping skills, and the correct mental health that they need.